I thank everybody for sticking in there, coming in to all my lives, all my stuff that I do. I really appreciate it. It's been a minute since I've had a chance to talk about something that I don't know, we don't talk about enough of this on my activities that we're involved in. But what does it mean to do marketing, right? What is marketing? Marketing is, as defined by uh, Merriam-Webster, the activity or business of promoting and selling products or services, including market research and advertising. Okay, so there's a lot of things that go into that. Selling is one of the things that's on the marketing definition, okay? A lot of times sales guys think that they're in marketing, okay? They're a component of marketing. But marketing is a strategy as a whole for a company, okay? As you can see, I have a company, well, a organization's logo on today. And their marketing, I mean, I'll just zoom out a little bit here for you guys because you probably can't see it on the camera right here. I got the shorts on even, okay? It's a pretty sweet setup. I like it, okay? All that's marketing, okay? It's all part of the entirety of the thing, right? Now, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret about me. I don't even like basketball, okay? Now, you're like, well, why did you spend hundreds of dollars on apparel for a team that you don't watch basketball? That's number one. My daughter, number two, today she's like, well, you can't play basketball. I did used to play basketball, but that's another matter. I don't currently play basketball, right? But I love the team because of what they're doing, their social justice activities, okay? And so when I saw what they were doing, okay, in the community, being active participants and being contributors to the community, I said, well, I'm going to go out and I'm going to contribute to that company, that organization. I ought to go to a basketball game. I'll probably spend quite a bit of money to go to a basketball game, even if I don't necessarily like basketball, because because I believe in the mission that they have. Okay, and that is the type of marketing that I'm really after, guys. Okay, now I know I'm hard on salespeople, and you will hear me demonstrate things that I don't particularly care for that sales guys do, and one of them is just basically this pitch with no, you know, just this blind pitches, okay? And I don't do that, okay? In my businesses, all my businesses, we build relationships with our customers, okay? And it's in the building of the relationship with our customer that we build our actual brand up, all right? So I have a logo. I'm pretty fond of my logo. I like it. I've been messing around with a bunch of graphic designs today, so that's what I've been working on. So I'm in a marketing mentality, okay? And this is why I wanted to talk about this today, is because, like I said before, a lot of people don't understand uh, marketing. And I actually am working on a project right now where I need to talk to some marketing agencies or advertising agencies more particularly. And I was making some phone calls and I just like, Googled the list of who are the best 20 agencies in the country. And I got a list. And so I called a bunch of them. Okay. A really funny story about these advertising agencies that are in the marketing business, I imagine, is none of them answered their telephone when I called, except for one. Okay. And I had the most wonderful talk with this lady on the phone, and I, um, you know, learned a little bit about their company. Um, I may or may not tell you what the name of it is because it's part of a confidential business deal right now, but they're famous. Like, you definitely know who they are, okay, guys? And the lady was super nice to me. We had a nice chat. I got her name. I wrote it down on this little piece of paper here. I got her nickname even. Okay. Maybe or maybe not this deal happens. I don't know. I'm not sure right now, but I built a relationship there. Okay. One day, if I need somebody, I'm going to go there. Okay. To do my marketing. Okay. If I really want to hire the best. And so out of 20 places, one lady answered the phone. Now that particular company, they have my business. I don't all the other places I called in Chicago and Los Angeles and New York and all those other places, they couldn't be bothered to be called by me. They're too busy. And they have no idea what I'm working on. So that's the beautiful part about it is, guys, you never know when somebody calls you what's going to happen. And that's kind of how I'm going to transition this call or this into my next discussion I wanted to talk about, which actually pertains to real estate, guys. Okay. So, as some of you guys know, I'm in the process of getting my real estate license. All right. And one of the reasons why I decided that I wanted to get into the real estate game and why my wife's in real estate to begin with is when we moved to Fort Wayne, we must have went through a dozen plus places, okay, that we called up and we're like, hey, you have this house listed. We want to check it out, okay? Now, after some experience, I've learned why we did not have a great experience until we we called somebody. Um, we were not qualified for much money. We were looking at like $120,000 house, which is like nothing, okay? And the guy's like, "Well, I'm gonna help you out. Here are the things that you need to do if you really want to, you know, achieve your objective." He got my number because I was looking at $1 million listing he had, which I'm clearly never gonna buy. I mean, probably not. But anyways, he thought I was a million. He finds out that I don't even actually know. I had a terrible pre-approval at the time. My pre-approval was garbage, okay? And maybe it wasn't even, I didn't even have a full pre-approval, okay? And so, I was pre-qualified maybe at that point. And he's like, look, this is what you need to do, okay? He did pass me down to somebody else, which was good because that person spent time with me, okay? He built a relationship with me. He took good care of me. He went and showed me a bunch of places that, we had a really hard time getting our house, all right? And so I guess the moral of that story is you never know who's going to be on the other end of that phone call that you get. And so marketing isn't really just straightforward as you might think it is, because all of these things have made an opinion now. I formed an opinion of certain places, and that, and in the dealings that I've had with them, I wasn't um, good enough for them at some prior point in my life when I encountered them. Maybe it's a business that I've applied at, hundreds or thousands of places or whatever. Maybe a business did something, did me wrong some way. You know, if one day I'm successful and I need somebody to help me out, I am not calling that business. I will remember that. So the end of this discussion today, your marketing in your active business promotion and selling and all the other things that you're doing, working in the communications of your product, all the fancy marketing degrees, our marketing is this. We put our arm around our customer and we walk with our customer, okay? And now in the real estate game, we're going to be helping people with the most valuable purchases of their life, okay? This is not a game anymore. This is not selling um, widgets, okay, on the streets. This is selling bricks and mortars and drywall and all the stuff that you see that's sitting around me. And I could not have got to where I am today without the help of that whole interaction. Okay, guys, that's this moral of the story is that the guy that got me to where I'm at doesn't even know what he did. I mean, he kind of maybe knows some, but he doesn't exactly know what he did. One day I get to give him the gift and tell him what he did. Like he's gonna be like, oh, I kind of remember deliberately there this vague guy that I talked to in the basement at some house, someplace. But those interactions, they're powerful, guys. Okay, so that's your marketing lesson today, and that's it for the live. You guys have a great day. I hope you guys keep doing whatever you guys are doing. Go Bucks! They're on a winning streak, so I do know at least that. All right, guys. But anyways, if you want any more marketing lessons, you just let me know because I know some pretty good marketers out there, guys. All right. So if you need help with that, just hit me up. Let me know, guys.